Theodora Ibekwe-Oyebade. I'm an actress, a producer. It happens every day and it can happen to anyone. Now, this topic is around when you're dressing. Story about being confident in whatever happens. And it can happen to anyone. Now, welcome to this week's episode of the Youth Empowerment Show. Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting edition of the Youth Empowerment Show. My name is Theodora Ibekwe-Oyebade and I'm your usual host. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that is very important. It happens every day in our lives. And this show is especially for the youth. So I want to advise the youth on this topic. And the topic is toxic relationship. I want them to know what it is. I want them to know the signs. And I want them to know how to fix it, how to handle it, and maybe how to stop it. And that topic, like I said earlier, is toxic relationship. That's what I will talk about today. And I have two other guests who are also going to give their own, input on what they think it is and how they see the toxic relationship. Before we get on that, let's have a break.
Hello everyone, my name is Joy Dominic, the only Yori and Shine baby. Do you want to look good? Do you want to have an even tone, smooth shining and a beautiful skin? Then worry no more. With Joy's Herbal Beauty product, you are going to have that Yori, shine and a beautiful skin. Why don't you visit my website right now on www.joyceherbalsalesuk.co.uk, or you visit my office here in London at New Horizons Centre, Pullers Hill, CL4 1LT. Well, you have seen it all. We can deliver our beauty products in any part of the world, so don't miss out. I'm gonna give you all the yours and shine. I love you. Mwah, mwah.
Any relationship that people don't support each other, always conflict, uncared for, disrespect, always unhappy, drained, all the bad things you can think of is there, then you know that you are in a toxic relationship. There are many signs to know that you are in a toxic relationship. And I'm going to mention a few of them so that when you see the signs, you will immediately remember what I have said and you will notice that, yes, this is a toxic relationship. Number one, feeling drained. You're physically, mentally, and emotionally drained always. That's a sign. 2, lack of trust. You no longer trust each other. Your partner is going out, doesn't tell you where he's going. You going out, you don't say where you're going. There will be no trust there anymore because there must be a reason why you're not telling each other. Hostile atmosphere. You're hostile to each other, or rather one of them. Then you know you are in a toxic relationship because if all is well, no one will be hostile to each other. Criticism. Your partner criticizes you all the time, trying to belittle you. Persistent unreliability. He's never reliable or she's never reliable. If you want something done, there might be a promise, but at the end of the day, it is not done. So you can't even rely on that person for something to be done. That's part of it. loaded with negative energy, always. Lack of communication. Wow, that's a big one. You cannot stay in a place with someone and you don't communicate. That is toxic relationship. Think about it. If you're living with someone and you both don't talk, you don't communicate, you don't say anything to each other, how would you feel? That's a sign of it. Continuous disrespect. Every single day, you are insulted. Nasty words at you, thrown at you always. That is not love. That is so much disrespect there. It means it's a toxic relationship. Avoiding each other. When you go out, you avoid seeing the other person. You plan yourself in such a way that you don't even meet. So avoiding your partner and stuff like this, that's also a sign. Insufficient support. You don't support the person. I mean, why are you together if you cannot support each other? That is a sign. Ceaseless control issues. You're controlling the person. That person should be him or herself at some point. Must not be controlled always. Never ending drama. Always there's one drama in the house or the other. Quarreling, shouting, even fighting sometimes. Pleasing someone else instead of your partner. Why would you want to please strangers and displease the person you're supposed to be in love with, the person you live with, the person who is meant to be your wife or your husband? You don't please that person, but you go out to be called a good name. Oh, he's a good man. Oh, he's a good girl. He's a good woman. But when you get home, you are nasty to your partner. So that's wrong. Constant challenges. You have challenges all the time, constantly. That's a sign. Feeling that you don't deserve any better. Sometimes you even think that, oh, you don't deserve better and all that, that you're not worthy of anything. That's a sign of it. Vibes of entrapment. You are there because you try, you are entrapped. You can't really go anywhere because you think you can't even help yourself, and you're always thinking that it has to be that person to support you. So you're feeling entrapped, that's a sign, no reassurance in the relationship. That's a sign. Empty pretense. Smiles don't always mean everything is good. Yes, some people pretend even though all is not well. That's a sign. Of course, you would know when the person is pretending, because when you go back home, there's always a drama or the other. And when you are out or the person is out, he pretends to smile or she pretends to smile that all is well. That's a sign. The relationship is packed with uncertainty. You don't think of anything moving forward. Nothing is really happening. You're not even planning anything. So it's a sign of a toxic relationship because you're both meant to plan things together. If that is not happening, then consider yourself in a toxic relationship. Your values are not, acknowledged. It diminishes your self-worth and all that. That's a sign. Another sign is the fact that the relationship is laced with dishonesty. There's always lie all the time. They're lying. You're always unhappy. And if you are always unhappy, then let go. That's a toxic relationship. That's a sign. You feel uncomfortable all the time. That's a sign. Lowers your high standards. Yes, that means that some of the high standard of living, some of the things that you normally do that you love, you begin to lower your standard because you can't really meet up and your partner is not there to support you as usual. You begin to lower your standards. That's a sign. Cut corners and all that. Some of the things you never used to accept before, you begin to accept them, begin to cut corners. When those things begin to happen, that's a sign of a toxic relationship. Okay. You are constantly being your worst all the time. You can no longer show the best of who you are. That's a sign, because maybe you're always chitty chatty, laughing, smiling, happy, ready to do something. But at the end of the day, you can no longer do the things that you like doing. You can't bring out the best in you. You are now seeing the worst of yourself. That's a sign. And there's nothing you do that is good. Nothing you do anymore is good. Even if you do the best thing, as far as your partner is concerned, it's wrong. You are never right. That's a big sign of a toxic relationship. So now I have mentioned the signs. We will be going on a short break. Please don't go away. We will be right back. Welcome back to the show. Now, let's listen to our speakers and see what they think about toxic relationship.
Today, I'm going to talk about toxic relationship. I'm going to go straight to the warning signs. Those are the signs you need to watch out for. Those signs will tell you if you are in a toxic relationship or in a healthy relationship. If a man is beating you up, using you as his punching bag, it will not stop. If a man puts you down, always questioning what you do, where you go, who you speak to, controlling you, no, it's not going to stop. If you are thinking, oh, because of my children, I can't leave this relationship, and you purely know you are not happy anymore, even the basic responsibility of the man is not being met, then you have to leave. Your children are actually being psychologically and emotionally being destroyed. Yes, you heard me. Because they will grow up to see or think that's the norms. That's the way life should be. They should be abusive to their partners. Family, if your children comes to you and they say they want to leave, support them. I think you'd rather see them alive than to see them being killed by one narcissistic partner, wife or husband. If because of the financial gain you cannot move, you need to seek help. Seek help. Don't be ashamed. Speak out. And I want to advise you people, both the man, both the woman, you should help yourself to be financially independent. Don't let your partner bear all the burdens, all the responsibilities in the house. No matter how little you are contributing, it's very vital. It's good for your mental being as well. So, if it gets to that stage, you don't need to kill anyone. If you know you are tired of the relationship, walk out quietly. Be the bigger person. Women, don't be so jealous about your husband. Why cut off his gentle part? It's not a good thing to do. Thank you.
Hello, what a privilege to be with you again. Today we are looking at toxic relationship. There are different types of relationships, which includes family relationship, friends, acquaintance, and marital relationship. Toxic means something that is dangerous, deadly, harmful, and can kill. I want you to know that no two relationships are the same, irrespective of the relationship you find yourself. And you're beginning to observe that there's a lot of manipulation, that the relationship is becoming emotionally draining, it's becoming physically exhausting. You cannot take a decision without the other party running you down. Your communication is no longer healthy. The environment is hostile. There is physical abuse. To me, that's not right. That is unhealthy. The scripture says in Proverbs 22, verse 24 to 25, it says, "Make no friendship with a man given to anger, or with a man with wrathful, lest you begin to learn his ways and you entangle yourself in that snare." Snare means trap. You don't want to learn the ways of physical violence or abuse in the relationship. But there is a way out. You can get help. You can get counseling. And when you put everything you learn into action, both of you can begin to enjoy that relationship again. But when you begin to observe that your life is at risk, don't we read it in the news? Don't we see it in social medias? In all the platforms where spouses are killing their spouse, where family are killing their family members. The scripture makes me to believe in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 23. It says, "Run from all appearances of evil." To me, when a relationship is becoming physically dangerous and your life is at risk, that's evil. I would suggest you walk away. And when you do walk away, I would suggest you don't pay back evil, for vengeance is of the Lord. Sometimes it can be very challenging and difficult to walk away. Don't be shy. Don't be scared to get help. You might need a shoulder to lean on throughout the journey. Don't we all need somebody to lean on in critical times? I would suggest when you are able to walk away, get therapy for yourself, get counseling for yourself, and then begin to rebrand yourself, begin to repackage yourself. And I want you to remember that healthy relationship exhibits kindness, it exhibits love. It's not irritable. It's tolerant. It's not selfish. It's not aggressive. There's no violence. It's full of joy and laughter. God bless you until I come your way again. Bye.
Thank you to our speakers for your inputs on toxic relationship. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate. Now, I'm going to be talking about how to fix it, how to handle it, and how to probably stop it if it's possible. There are a few things, a few advice I would love to give. It may work, it may not work, but I think it's a step to fixing the relationship, the toxic relationship to be specific. Now, one of them is, first of all, acceptance. Accepting that there's a problem, that you are in a situation, that you are in a problematic relationship, or that you are in a toxic relationship. So, in other words, accept it first. 2, tell the truth. Always. If you are angry or afraid, do not speak or write to the other person. Be calm, keep calm until you are quiet and have forgotten about what happened. You can quietly speak. or write. Because if you write immediately, you are going to say what you will regret and what will trigger probably a fight. So keep calm. Stop adding fuel to the fire. Meaning, do not argue much. Don't say things that will trigger the other person always, because you know it takes two to tango. If the other person is on top shouting, just keep calm. But if you say something, you're adding fuel to the fire and it will escalate. And of course, it might even lead to a fight and death. Okay? Set boundaries to maintain love and respect. If you don't set boundaries, you will keep disrespecting each other. Learn to become emotionally independent. Do not think that your happiness depends on the other person at that particular point in time. Stop using sarcastic/toxic language. Be careful with your choice of words. At that time, the relationship is no longer what it used to be. So any mistake, anything you say, even if you're trying to be funny, it might not be funny to the other person. So be careful how you use your language. Stop being aggressive. It's not any little thing you become aggressive. No. Do not. Be careful on how you react. Focus on doing your own part. Don't always think of what the other person has done or hasn't done. Do your own part. Develop creative hobbies. Do something that you love. Be creative and be happy. So do healthy and creative hobbies. The next one is your home deserves a better version of you more than even your office or strangers. Some of these partners, it could be the man or the woman. You go to work or you go out, you are in a party, you are in a different environment from your home. You are a different person. Very happy, very interesting to be with. People like you, people talk good about you, you treat them very well. But the moment you get home, you flip, you turn into something else. But I believe your partner deserves more in your home than the people outside. That's another thing. Be you a man or a woman, remember, your family comes first. You can't be so nice to a total stranger and become a demon in your own home. Lastly, develop bonding rituals. Try to hug, try to kiss, try to hold hands. Do those things that will make both of you happy. When you start developing such bonding rituals, your relationship will get back. Do things together, go out together, sleep together, hug your partner, kiss, hold hands, go for exercise together, go for dinner, go on, even if you call it honeymoon, whatever you like, you call it, go out together, stay the night out, do all those bonding rituals, and your relationship will start to build up and become even better than it used to be. Those are my advice for the youths who I know tomorrow are going to be getting married, are going to be in a relationship. These are some of my advice for you. So keep watching this program. This program is for you. This program is for the youths. Although some adults who are older than you, the youth, can also benefit. This happens all the time. In fact, what actually triggered this topic is the fact that last week I saw a video where a pastor, a Ghanaian pastor in America, shot the wife 7 times. I mean, if you watch the video of their wedding and some of their church, sessions where the man is preaching and the lady is dancing and all that, you would never believe that such relationship will become toxic to the extent of the partner killing the other person. I was in shock when I saw that. And before the shooting, what led to it, and some of the actions, some of the words he even said to the wife's brother was in fact unbelievable. The pastor actually mentioned and said, if I do not kill your sister, then call me a fake man. And at the end of the day, he eventually killed the wife. So I'm like, is this happening for real? I decided to talk about toxic relationship. Please be careful in your relationship. Know how to speak always. And if you can no longer bear it, please walk away. It is better to be alive than to be dead, just because you are in a relationship. Thank you. Until I come your way again, same time next week. Stay blessed. Hi everyone, my name is Your Majesty Theodora Ibekwe-Oyebade. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I trust we're all keeping well. Ụmụnne m, afọ m bụ Theodora